I know everything is in Chinese, so it is a bit hard to know what most of these settings do. That is why this video is here to help. 97% of you who watch my videos are not subscribed, and that is sad, so please do not forget to subscribe after watching this video. When you get into the sensitivity settings, you get hit with the breeze of confusion. An example is this MDV setting. What does it even mean? Well, there is no need to fret, as I will tell you what it means in this video. The first option in the sensitivity settings is the steering mode, and you will have to choose whether you want it on fixed mode or acceleration mode. Basically, what this means is that if you set it to fixed, no matter the amount of force you use to swipe your screen, the camera will always pan across the same distance. Whereas if you set it to acceleration mode, the camera will pan based on the amount of force you use to swipe the screen. If you swipe too fast, the camera will move a bigger distance, and if you swipe slow, it will move a small distance. I suggest setting this to acceleration mode. Underneath it is a slider. If you use fixed, the slider will disappear, but if you use acceleration mode, the slider will appear. The point of this slider is to set the speed at which each swipe is valued at. So if you put it at 100 and you swipe your screen slow, it will move very fast. There are two sliders. This one is for the regular camera movement, and this is for when you are firing your gun. Putting both at 50 will be nice, as it will be the benchmark for other sensitivity values. Now we move into global sensitivity settings. This option right here stands for your camera movement percentage while you're just walking across the map. It will determine how good your aim will be, so it is best to find the right one for you. The camera can go up and down and also left and right. This means there is a vertical motion and there is a horizontal motion. A setting for these two motions also exists in the global sensitivity. This slider here acts as a multiplier to the horizontal and vertical sensitivity. Let me show you what I mean. If you put it at 300 and you set the horizontal sensitivity to 1, your screen won't be able to move left or right. If you also set vertical to 1, you won't be able to move at all. Now let us talk about MDV. MDV means maximum discrepancy value. It affects your FOV when you ADS. This is how my FOV looks, but when I ADS, my FOV naturally will become smaller. So the value attached to the MDV will act as a multiplier to the normal sensitivity values. If you set it to 0, it will be scaled down to the normal sensitivity. This is what I did to find the best sensitivity for my camera movement. I put my horizontal value at 100 and vertical value at 70 for both camera steering and firing. I put MDV at 1. What I am going to play with is the multiplier. Put it at 100, enter the firing range. If you don't know how to get to the firing range, check the video description to watch the video I made on how to access the firing range. In the firing range, try to do a 180 degree, which is half a circle. If you are going past 180 degrees, reduce the values by 10. If you are doing less than 180, increase the values by 10. For the firing sensitivity values, I did something weird. I put it at 100 and shot across the field while also swiping to achieve 180 degrees. It is best to use a gun with no attachment so you can achieve the correct values. If you shoot more than 180 degrees, reduce the value by 10, and if it is less, increase the value by 10. The next settings to get right will be the ADS setting. It is like what we did previously, but now there are different sights which will affect sensitivity. So the first thing to do is to get the base aim downside value. I put the steering sensitivity at 80 and the red dot at 100 just to get a starting value. After setting this, I had to look at the 3 vents in the firing range and go from left to right. If it is moving too fast, I adjust the sensitivity till I can achieve it. After getting my values for the red dot, I click this button and add a sight to the gun and repeat this process for all sight values. I also try to check the aim across the dummies, and this is how my sensitivity looks. After this, the next thing will be the firing sensitivity. There's a trick I did here. I set all the values to be the same as the normal ADS values, but I reduced the firing sensitivity by 30, which made it 50. For gyro, you will need everything to be high. Not too high, but just high. The trick I did was to add extra 30 to whatever I set in the normal sensitivity. I put MDV to 1. Remember that MDV acts as a multiplier, so if I am increasing the other values, there is no need to also increase MDV. I suggest you play around with the scopes till you find the one that suits you, because the way I tilt my phone won't be the same way you tilt yours. But here's what my gyro settings look like. A bonus tip to help while aiming with a sniper is to turn on this setting. It will automatically hold your breath while sniping. You can still do this manually with other guns. If you found this video helpful, leave a like, as I will greatly appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. See you.